Welcome to my channel. I am GDP, and today we are going to run the Broken Spaces with a different composition that most people run. I am actually going to try and run a Horus / Sigmund boost comp and see how we do. Unfortunately, the first two stages have been cleared already, but I do believe they would be cleared in the first two tickets anyways, one each. So that's not going to matter at all. But let's go ahead and go in the gearing here real quick. We got a Belrain here with a, let's go with the speed 8 heal effect, that's fine. A 1-3 split, Demon Bell, Purify, attack enables. We're going to run a Sigmund here with a 1-3 split. Got a Magic Stone Sword on here with attack enables with red enables. Attack Stone with red enables, Unbending Will and Purify. I'm going to be running a Horus with a Radiant Antlers Cane here with a 1-3 split. And we're going to run a Holy Damage attack Stone. Going to run full red here. Go ahead, take off Purify. I don't think we're going to need, Unbending Will, don't think we need Unbending Will in these heroes. Just get a little bit extra damage. And then for our next hero, we're going to run Heart Watcher here. We got full 6-star set here. I got energy. And then we're going to run a Drake here with damage reduce. And then we also are going to be running Cruz as our last setup here with 2-2 split and a crown, or damage reduce would be fine just as well. Any other damage reduce. So let's go ahead, see what kind of damage this team can do. I have no idea. Just kind of curious and was interested on how this would do. So let's go ahead and put Belrain. We got Sigmund, Horus, Heartwatcher, Drake, and then Cruz here. I got Phoenix. I gotta put the Horus in the front. And let's go ahead and see what kind of damage this team does. I don't expect much out of this team, to be honest. Probably gonna have to do a lot of skips here. Yeah, see, he was actually able to break out of that CC there by getting hit. Oh, he's CC'd there, so I actually might have to run Purify on this Horus. So after this run, I will go ahead and put Purify on the Horus. I don't want him CC'd. And since there's not 3 heroes on the enemy team, it actually means he won't break out guaranteed. So yeah, so I think it'll be better for me to just run Purify here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, skip forward. We do get a victory, so that means that the first 2 stages would be a victory. So that means we started at 213. Let's go ahead, put Purify on. Alright, stage 4. We got the Gru stage here. I'm just going to go ahead and have him in the front line so he gets hit as much as possible. Both of them have counterattacks, both Sigmund and Horus. So this will be interesting to see how much damage this can actually do. This actually might be a super long fight. I don't know if I should watch this whole thing actually. Let's see if it takes too long. If it takes too long, I might just skip it. Because there's a lot of counterattacks. You got the Grus that have the counterattacks. You have Sigmund that has the counterattacks. And then you also have the Horus. So it's actually kind of funny. Funny, but sad for how long it takes. It reminds me of those old days of running Garuda in PvE. So yeah, this is actually taking forever. Got 5.4 billion. That's actually not too bad. That Horus was able to do 3.57. So that did about almost a fourth of the hero's damage. That's actually not too bad. Let's go ahead, skip this one. Another 5.6. 3.77 from Horus there. So maybe 2 to 3 more hits each. 6.8. So that was actually a lot higher. We did 5 billion. 5.2 billion with Horus? Wow. That's actually quite a bit of damage there. 4 billion right there. Yep, so we're going to do less damage. So we started off at 213. We are now at 205. So in total, this team would have has used 8 tickets. Let's go ahead into the next stage. And we'll actually watch this one because we don't have all those counterattacks from the Gurus this time. Alright, so he got petrified and frozen there. He broke out of the CC there that time. He got petrified once again. He'll purify out. Oh wait, no, he's stunned and petrified, but he still broke out. So how much are those counterattacks doing now? Let's see what this active. Oh, that's actually a pretty decent sized active out of Horus there. Did not get the Phoenix buff on the heroes that we would want. That's a little unfortunate. So we're doing what, 360 to that Valentino right there. Alright, so we got Phoenix buff right there, so that's good. So this will be our last active coming out of our heroes here in this round. So 644 right there, wow, on that Valentino. And that is, I believe, faction advantage, so this would probably be the highest run, maybe. 4.8. It's actually not too bad. Let's go ahead and let's skip this one. See what we got. Oh wow, 10 billion. We got 8 billion out of a Horus. That is insane. Wow, 8 billion out of a Horus. I would imagine if I ran like an Olivia. I wonder if does she have an Olivia copy out of here? Another 8 billion hit. Wow, so we got 6 billion there. I wonder, is there a... Oh, she does have an Olivia right here. You know, I'm tempted just to swap in this Olivia. Because the shrink is going to give us 15% extra damage. Let's go ahead and swap in an Olivia, see what happens. So take out the Cruz. Let's put in this 5-star Olivia. I'm actually kind of curious what kind of damage we'll be doing now. Oh, I definitely do think this would be higher. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's run this Olivia here. Let's go ahead, skip this. We got a victory there. This is actually clearing it very fast. We've only used 13 tickets so far. We're in stage 6 with Horus and Sigmund as our damage dealers. Let's go ahead and see if this Olivia will live. We did shrink the Oberon, so he's going to be doing less damage with his poisons. Both of them were shrunk right there. Yeah, so they're going to be doing less damage now that both of them are shrunk. We might be able to actually sustain this, possibly. I'll go ahead and watch this whole run here. See what kind if we all survive here. All right, so he did get twined right there. He did break free. This is actually very interesting, seeing Horus be able to do this much damage. Wow, big actives coming out of Horus right there. Alright, so that was a little bit less damage than we had before, probably because of all the CC. But it does look like we are living, and that is quite interesting. Wow, 13.5 billion. We got 8.6 billion out of that Horus. That is the highest damage I've ever seen out of a Horus. That is interesting. I always like doing these interesting broken spaces runs where you gotta use like oddball heroes that you typically don't see in an endgame PvE team. But having Drake with Olivia and Sigmund in there, you know, popping off right now. All right, we don't get the Phoenix buff there. Alright, so getting nice crits out of there from Horus. Do we get the Phoenix buff? Nope, we don't. This probably would be less damage. We didn't get a bunch of Phoenix buffs onto the Horus, so yeah, a lot less damage there. He was CC'd a lot. Alright, so we did get Phoenix buff there. Okay, so we can get active out of him there. We got 311 onto that Oberon. But yeah, so having Drake at 9-star, you actually, because this is a 9-star Drake, you actually get the maximum benefit out of his debuff. Oh, we do lose our Olivia and Drake right there, so that is unfortunate. Yep, so that reflects in the damage right there. And see if we can get, go ahead and skip a couple, see if we can get a high amount of damage again. Looks like that is not a whole lot there, only 2.4. Got CC'd again. Alright, so we got 4 billion there. Yeah, I think we're going to get, I don't know if we're going to be able to get the 10 billion a whole lot in this one. Just because of all the Oberon CC and all the freezes. And we're running lower star heroes, so they don't have Purify. Got a 3 billion there. Go ahead, go do a bunch of skips. Alright, 2.4. Alright, a 3.16 there. See if we can get some lucky RNG here with our CC. Nope, 2 billion there. Come on, give me another 10 billion plus. That would be nice to see. 3.7. 4.3. Alright, so we've used, looks like about 28 tickets so far. 4.7. Alright, 2 billion there. Looks like we're about to kill the Oberon, I believe, here soon. That one is really low damage. Alright, 4.3 there. Yeah, we're not getting that 10 billion again. Our damage will probably go up, though, once we kill that Oberon. 4.9, so that's a little bit higher. Got 16% left. Alright, yep, so Oberon is dead here. So we got 5.5 there, yep, so the damage is going up now. Because we don't have as much CC out. 7.5, very nice. So Horus doing 4.6 billion there. And then we got last hit right here, 1% left. Oh wow, he had a sliver of a health. Alright, so far we have used 24 plus 13. That's 37 tickets so far with Horus and Sigmund. To get to stage 7, let's go ahead and see If we could live this. I'm tempted to keep the Livia in here because the Livia does reduce damage. Now it depends if we can, like, you know, if we can shrink the Aspen, that would be nice. Just like that, that reduces damage. We might be able to keep up with it. If the Aspen stays minimized, we might be able to live. Oh, we lost our Sigmund. Wow. We might have to run. It's probably worth just to bring Unbending Will on the Sigmund here. Just to make sure he stays alive for that burn. So I don't, because he's not really gonna be healing too much off of that. But we might have to take out the Olivia and put in an Amun-Ra just to make us a little extra safe. We'll go ahead and do one more round here. See if we can keep our team nice and healthy. Alright, so Sigmund got hurt really bad right there. Looks like the end of the round damage from Ada is doing a lot of damage to the Sigmund. Alright, so we just lost our team there. Yep, so we're going to have to use Amun-Ra. Let's go ahead and make sure we have some gear on the Amun-Ra. I don't really care what we have. Yep, we'll just go ahead and run that. So we'll pop out the Olivia. And then we'll put an Amun-Ra and then go from there. Alright, so this should be able to keep our team up now. Our team should not die. If we lose anyone, it will probably be the Drake since he's 9-star. Yeah, everyone's over E3 now. Except for Drake now, so we do have Purify in pretty much everyone. Yep, so it looks like everyone's staying alive now. Oh, well, Belrain almost died there, but we do get protection from our shields now. Alright, so do we get a Phoenix buff on Horus? Yes, we do. Let's see what this next round active from Horus is here. Oh, wow, 1.2 billion off of a Horus active. That's actually quite a lot. Yep, so we got 7 billion from this team on Broken Spaces 7. Wow. So I actually ended up pressing end record button, so sorry about that, guys. You did miss, I believe, a little bit, but not too much. I think it was only one hit, but let's go ahead and keep going here. We got 4.5 billion off of this hit right here. All right, so we have almost used 43. This is our 43rd ticket right here. All right, 2.6 billion. But yeah, so I mean, this team's gonna totally clear underneath the 150 requirement. You get 150 in a month. So this team's definitely way under that. Yeah, doing 3 billion in Broken Spaces was considered very good, probably about like 10 months ago. So Drake is enabling to be able to do Broken Spaces really, really fast with this team. Okay, so we got 6 billion. We got 4 billion out of the Horus right there. Let's do a couple more smashes here. This is going to die pretty quickly here. Is that a 5 billion? Or is that 500,000? That's a 5 billion. Very nice. I think once the Aspen dies, we might actually be able to go to the Olivia. Back to the Olivia. 4.3, very nice. All right, 4.7. All right, so we got 50% now. Horus is going to die here soon. 6.2 billion hit. Very nice. Another 4 billion out of Horus. All right, so Aspen's going to die here shortly. 6.7 here. 5 billion out of Horus right there. And if you would have told me that Horus could do 5 billion in Aspen Dungeon, Broken Spaces 7 about a year ago, I'd have been like, you're crazy. Because that was just unheard of back then. The Aspen should be dead now, so I believe we are okay going back to the Olivia. So we got, this should be a permanent shrink now onto this Ada, a tiny Ada. I actually like watching this. This is actually pretty funny seeing a tiny Ada. It's tiny. It's actually really funny. I don't think we're going to have any issues here with healing, even with the healing debuffs, because the Ada's not going to do a whole bunch of damage to us because the Ada is shrunk this entire time. I'm kind of curious what Horus's active damage will be here. All right, so we're almost at 100. We're almost at 1 billion now off of that active. Probably will be at over 100 billion on this next one. Did not get the Belrain buff there. A little unfortunate. Let's see here. Yep, 1.251. So 6.8 billion total there. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and finish smashing here. See if we get any ridiculously high numbers. Don't think we will since we don't have 2 targets anymore. Alright, so 6.2. Very consistent 6 billion damage now. 6.9. Alright, so we are on to... We've used... This will be our 48th, no, is that 58th ticket? Am I counting that right? Another 6.9. All right, so this is the last ticket right here that we're going to be having to use. So we have used a total of 59 tickets to clear Broken Spaces. That's actually really good comparative to about what you normally can do with a Horus in a segment. So, I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. That's actually really interesting to see Horus be able to do this kind of damage. I've never actually have seen a Horus do over 8 billion before, so that's pretty interesting to see. Pretty interesting stuff. So let's go ahead, collect our rewards here. Thanks for tuning in today, guys, and watching my Broken Spaces clear featuring Horus and Sigmund. And thanks for tuning in. See you guys in the next one.